Hello guys, so welcome back to my channel. And now in today's lecture I will be beginning with this topic, which is concept of a nation. Okay, last lecture we have covered the different types of states. Now we will be doing what is the concept of a nation. The terms state and nation are used interchangeably. In the study of varied political institutions, nation carries a different meaning. Etymologically, the term nation emerges from Latin term natio, meaning to be born. A nation is a people descended from a common stock with homogeneous factors. So nation is what? A group of people who come from a कॉमन ओरिजिन, जिनका कुछ ना कुछ चीज़ कॉमन होती है, तभी तो उनके मन में एक दूसरे के लिए एक अच्छी फीलिंग होगी, एक क्या कहते हैं उसको, जॉइंटनेस वाली फीलिंग होगी कि हाँ हम इनसे किसी ना किसी तरीके से कनेक्टेड हैं. अगर मेरे और आपके बीच में लैंग्वेज कॉमन है, सो देयर विल बी एन अट्रैक्शन और देयर विल बी अ फीलिंग ऑफ जॉइंटनेस, अ फीलिंग ऑफ कनेक्शन बिटवीन अस कि हमारी लैंग्वेज सेम है. तो नेशन तभी बनता है व्हेन अ ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल कम टुगेदर एंड दे हैव सम और द अदर थिंग इन कॉमन. It can be tradition, it can be their culture, their religion, or their language. It can be anything. If something is common amongst them, then they are united by that common feeling only, and then it comes that okay, now we will be forming we all have this thing in common, we need a nation of our own. So then there will be a nationalism feeling that develops in their hearts. A feeling of patriotism develops, and because of that these nation states were formed in various parts of the world. It means people brought together by ties of blood relationship. Nation is a body of people united by common descent and language. In the views of Barker, nation is a body of persons inhabiting a definite territory and united together by fact of living together on a common land. Obviously, land is common. Common land is what? That whole nation. And definite territory तो होती ही है. We have studied that what all are the elements of the state, and that we have studied definite territory should be there for a nation to be called a nation in the views of international law. So that is, nation is a body of people who live together on a common land, and that land is fixed territory. They may come from a number of races, but by living together develop certain things in common. It is necessary that people living within the state have a feeling of oneness. So that as I have told you, they have a feeling of jointness or oneness. If they have something in common, it can be their race, their culture, their tradition, their religion, or their language, or anything. If they have something in common, then they feel a bond of oneness or bond of unity amongst them, and then it is easier for them to live together. Okay, so even if they don't have anything in common, but by years when they live together, then also they develop a feeling of oneness. Okay, as it happens in India, there are different races, different religions that are living together, and if they are different, then obviously they don't have anything in common, but the nation is common for them. They are living on the same piece of land. Yes, so as per years goes on, they develop a feeling of oneness or unity. Lord Barris defines nation as a nationality which has organized itself into a political body, either independent or desiring to be independent. So nation is a particular state or nationality which has organized itself into a political institution which is either independent or which desires to be independent. Like India, before independence, if you take, it was a country which, it was a nation, obviously it was desiring to be independent. वो independent होना चाहता था, and post independence it was an independent nation. ठीक है. Definition given by Barker explains that people become a nation when they live together by exercising their right of political self-determination. When people start live together on the same land and they exercise their right of political consciousness or political determination that no, by politically we will be one, by politically we will frame a one nation, and there we all will be living. So when they have this feeling, then a nation is formed. World Book Dictionary defines a nation as the people occupying same country united under the same government and speaking the same languages. So according to the World Book Dictionary, definition of state is the people group of people who live together on the same land in the same country and are ruled by a particular same government, and they also speak same language. Usually means like 4 out of 10 times it happens that they speak the same language, all those people living together in the country, then that is termed as a nation. Right to self-determination is recognized as an international principle of law based on equal rights, opportunity for states to choose their political status with no external compulsion or interference. So self-determination means by our own we will be determining that what kind of nation we want or what kind of rule in that nation we want, and it will be no external pressure on them or no external compulsion, interference, nothing will be. They will be self-determining that what right or what opportunity they want in their state and what type of government also they want to rule upon themselves. United States Organization has given its approval to this guardian principle. UN General Assembly Resolution 1514 grants independence to colonial countries. Colonial countries, I think you know what is this. When the countries are ruled by some other foreign country, then the country which is being ruled is called a colony or colonial country, and the country which is ruling is called the master. So colonial countries were granted independence by the UN General Assembly Resolution of 1514, and then after they were granted the right of self-determination, that they will be by self-determining that what kind of rule they want in their country or what would be their political status in the eyes of international law, and what there will be no external compulsion on them. In other words, question of government ought to be decided by governed as a matter of right to self-determination. Question of government means what kind of government will be there, that will be decided by those people only. The concept nation encompasses the feeling of oneness, that is we among the people. As I told you, there is a feeling of unity, there is a feeling of joinedness or oneness among the people of the nation, even if they don't have something in common. Then after as years passed, they develop that feeling of commonness, and if they have something is in common, then that is well and good. तब तो उनके पास आप कह सकते हैं ऑटोमेटिकली ही होती है, ठीक है. So nation has a concept or has a feeling of oneness, that we, हम हैं ये, हमारा देश है ये. So that is the feeling among the subjects or the people of the country. Nation has certain elements. Now what are those elements? Common race, religious sentiments, residence on a defined territory, political aspirations, language, culture, interests of trade, economy, historical traditions. India's struggle for independence from British regime is classic example of its people uniting themselves to form a nation, to establish India as an independent sovereign state. Obviously, ब्रिटिश से आज़ाद हम तभी हो पाए जब लोगों में नेशनलिज्म की फीलिंग थी, पेट्रियटिज्म था अपनी कंट्री के लिए. सबको लगता था कि हम एक हैं, हम एक साथ इन ब्रिटिश का मुकाबला करेंगे तो हम जीत जाएंगे, ठीक है. Preamble of Indian Constitution states that people of India have resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to ensure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. So this sequence of sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic, you must remember. You must learn this sequence by heart. Many times question comes asking the sequence or fill in the blanks. One word would be missing and you will have to fill it. So you have to remember this sequence properly. Part 1 of Indian Constitution describes Union and its territory. Part 2 describes conditions for being a citizen of India, that is citizenship. How will a person will be granted the citizenship? That is in Part 2 of Indian Constitution, that is from Article 5 to 11. Part 27 of Constitution describes official languages. In modern times, most nations carry a certain degree of diversity because of effects of migration and globalization. Okay. obviously you know that India also has a variety of people living, and there are various other examples of the nations as well in the world which have a variety of people living there, which have a very vast or one or some or the other degree of diversity of people living there, and that is because of the migration. क्योंकि एक जगह से दूसरी जगह लोग migrate करते हैं और globalization हुआ है. Globalization, you may have studied about this in earlier classes history, so I'm not explaining it over here. It is said that globalization has turned the world into a small village. Because of globalization, because of technological development, because of science advancement, the world has turned into a small village. Why? Because it's very easy now to contact with the people who are living in different country, right? At the click of a button through internet, we can access the facilities and we can talk to them or we can contact them, right? So it's very easy. So globalization, okay, events and decisions in one part of the world can affect other states and policies. Interdependence of states on one another for trade, market, resources has added a new concept of pooled sovereignty. That means one country is not self-sufficient in particular article. वो पूरा इतना नहीं ग्रो कर पा रही है कि उसके सारे सिटीजन्स को वो पूरा पड़े, सबकी नीड्स फुलफिल हो जाएं, तो वो दूसरी कंट्री से वो चीज़ ले लेती है. सो दैट इज़ ट्रेड, राइट? Okay, so this chapter is completed over here. Next chapter, next lecture. Thank you.